Hello, San Diego. Meteorologist Shawn Styles here with you on CBS 8+. We got a pretty interesting weather pattern shaping up here. Weak high pressure starting to break down. We're going to see this weather pattern stick around for at least the next, say, 24 to 36 hours. And then as that happens, we'll see temperatures start to cool down. And then, believe it or not, some significant rain coming into our forecast. At least that's the way it's shaping up right now. This is a live look from Otay Mountain looking towards the west. The sun, obviously, very bright. This is the mountains or foothills of Mexico here, and out towards the west you can see the marine layer hanging tough along the coastline today. Temperature-wise, currently we're still in the upper 70s to low 80s. Alpine 87 along with Ramona, 80 in Escondido, 72 in Mira Mesa, and you come out to the coastline, we're looking at those temperatures in the mid 60s to low 60s. Mountains 60s to low 70s. So a pretty nice fall weather pattern here. Looking at your forecast over the next several days, we're going to cool it down as we get into, say, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then by Thursday it looks like a chance of rain coming into our forecast. For you folks in the inland microclimates, one more day of some warm conditions and then high pressure shifts out of our region and a storm track sets up over the western United States. Has a pretty big, powerful storm, moves into the northern half of the state. Surf 3 to 4 feet, maybe an occasional bigger set, water temperature 63. Rip current risk is still high. High tide taking place just before noon. Low in the early morning hours before the sun comes up, because the next low tide is well after the sun sets. So going with that low tide in the early morning hours. Looking at your current temperature, it is 64 degrees and winds are out of the northeast at 3. Palm Springs, 93 degrees right now. Heading up the coastline, look how warm it is up in San Francisco at 76. Las Vegas, 78, 88 out in Phoenix, and 84 in Tucson. So a really pleasant fall day across the region. High pressure is what's giving us this beautiful weather and keeping them toasty over northern California. We've got a cutoff low sitting in the central and eastern Pacific right now. It's to the north, though, that we're going to watch an area of low pressure come down. That will absorb this low as it swings through. This will start to come up, and you can see the moisture from that cutoff low gets pulled up into the low. High pressure moves out of the region. This low digs southward, and as it does, it brings in plenty of moisture streaming out into the Pacific here, and the cold air coming down with the jet stream. The low moves in over the Great Basin. We see showery conditions over Southern California, possibly heavy snow in the Sierra Nevadas. Above 8,000 feet, they could see a foot plus of snow. So that's good news for skiers and snowboarders that are looking forward to maybe doing something over the Thanksgiving holiday. I think Mammoth is going to try to open up here in the next, say, 5 to 10 days. If they can get enough snow, they'll make it. So the Mammoth Mountain area could open up with this storm coming through. High pressure ridges in over the eastern Pacific. Another low digs in by the time we get into Sunday. That won't affect us here in Southern California. High pressure will be our player, but this area of low could bring more rain into our forecast long range. We're talking like 10 days out now. So Monday, Tuesday, very nice. Coast inland looking at some really nice temperatures. And then we start to cool down Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those showers could come into our forecast. So we've got our eyes on that. Make plans if you've got stuff that you need to get inside to get so it's not out and getting wet. Looking at the mountains, no snow for us. Maybe in the Big Bear and San Gabriel mountains they could see some snow at about, say, 7,000 feet, but our mountains kick off and they're done at 6,000 feet. Long range forecast, we see things drying out, but not a lot of warming heading our way. That's a look at your weather.